Vietnam-Azerbaijan upgrade ties to strategic partnership. And first traveling organic OCOP coconut sugar shipment exported to the United States. Hello, and you're watching Today Headlines. Vietnam and Azerbaijan have agreed to establish a strategic partnership following talks in Baku between Party General Secretary Tô Lâm and President Ilham Aliyev. The two leaders said the upgrade will strengthen and reinforce existing bilateral cooperation mechanisms and pave the way for new frameworks to deepen bilateral cooperation.
Within this strategic partnership framework, Vietnam and Azerbaijan will strengthen cooperation to ensure practical benefits for both peoples and contribute to peace, stability, cooperation, and prosperity in the region and the world. According to the joint statement released after their talks, both sides will promote high-level visits, enhance exchanges and contact across all channels, and explore establishing new cooperation mechanisms between ministries, sectors, and localities. They will strengthen exchanges between their ministries of foreign affairs on bilateral relations, international and regional issues of mutual concern, and regular political consultations. Both sides expressed a desire to enhance relations between the Communist Party of Vietnam and the ruling New Azerbaijan Party and promote interparliamentary cooperation to enhance the role of the legislative bodies in implementing the strategic partnership's contents. They vowed to ramp up practical and comprehensive economic cooperation, effectively implement signed agreements, and enhance the efficiency of bilateral cooperation mechanisms, including the Intergovernmental Committee on Economic, Trade, Scientific, and Technical Cooperation. This serves as a key platform to identify priorities and facilitate long-term trade, investment, and technology cooperation.
Vietnamese Party General Secretary Tô Lâm met with Azerbaijani Prime Minister Ali Ashdov on Thursday afternoon Vietnam time as part of his state visit to the country. At the meeting, the party chief emphasized that the formal establishment of a strategic partnership marks a defining milestone, ushering in a new era of enhanced cooperation that promises greater substance and effectiveness. The Azerbaijani Prime Minister highly praised the signing of multiple cooperation agreements across a wide spectrum of fields, affirming Azerbaijan's strong commitment to expanding its partnership with Vietnam as one of its top priority partners in Southeast Asia. Both leaders agreed to intensify the exchange of delegations at all levels and to accelerate the implementations of key agreements. They pledged to bolster coordination in international and regional organizations, recognizing that in today's rapidly evolving global landscape, elevating Vietnam-Azerbaijan ties to a strategic partnership holds tremendous strategic value. Vietnamese Party General Secretary Tô Lâm also met with Speaker of the National Assembly of Azerbaijan, Shahiba Gafarova, on Thursday during a state visit to the Caucasus countries. Vietnamese party chief said he hopes that the bilateral cooperation will develop in a deep and substantive manner, commensurate with the sound traditional friendship between the two countries. The Speaker of the Azerbaijani National Assembly expressed her satisfaction with recent positive developments in bilateral ties and welcomed the joint statement establishing the Vietnam-Azerbaijan strategic partnership. The two sides agreed to further coordinate at multilateral parliamentary forums, such as the Inter-Parliamentary Union, thereby demonstrating a common voice for peace, cooperation, and sustainable development in the region and globally. This afternoon, the National Assembly discussed in groups the draft law on amending and supplementing several articles of the law on organizations of people courts, people procuracies, and the law on inspection amended. Deputies agreed to end the High People Court and District People Courts and established regional people's courts. The deputies highly appreciated the establishment of economic courts and several specialized courts on bankruptcy and intellectual property. However, some deputies were puzzled about the regulations on the number of supreme judges, which was not less than 23 and not more than 27. Giving opinions on the draft law on inspection amendment, deputies agree to organize inspection agencies in a centralized, unified, and centralized directions at the central and local levels, and at the same time propose many opinions to fine-tune the draft law. The General Statistics Office has just announced that the Consumer Price Index (CPI) in the first 4 months of the year increased by 3.2% compared to the same period last year. Prices of essential goods remained stable and inflation was controlled. The two groups of goods and services with decreasing price indexes were postal telecommunications and transportations. Of the 9 groups of goods with increased prices, medicines and medical services at the highest increase of nearly 15%. In contrast, other basic goods had slightly increased prices. Core inflation was still well controlled as the average increase in the first 4 months of the year was 3.05 compared to the same period last year and lower than the average CPI. The Mekong Delta province of Chavin has shipped its first 7-ton consignment of locally produced 5-star OCOP rated organic coconut sugar to the United States. The sugar is derived from fresh coconut flour, nectar. It takes over 8 liters of nectar to produce just 1 kilogram of sugar, which is gently concentrated using advanced low-temperature technology, maintained at 55 to 60 degrees Celsius over several hours. This process preserves the natural minerals and nutrition found in the nectar. This initial export batch will be supplied to U.S. partners operating in the nutritional food sector, particularly for use in energy bars and health-conscious bakery products. Coming up next, Quảng Bình province, the land of hospitality and kindness. Vietnamese architect wins Global Sustainable Architecture Award. The United Nations Vesak 2025 celebration concluded today at the Vietnam Buddhist Academy in Ho Chi Minh City. Under the theme Solidarity and Tolerance for Human Dignity, Buddhist Wisdom for World Peace and Sustainable Development. This marked Vietnam's 4th time hosting this significant event. Throughout the 3-day festival, over 2,700 delegates participated in various activities, including the International Scientific Conference and Buddhist Culture Exhibition. This celebration represented a convergence of global spirituals and cultural values, embodying the universal wisdoms of Buddhism. During the recent April 30th and May 1st holiday, Quảng Bình province emerged as one of Vietnam's top growing tourist destinations, welcoming over 370,000 visitors, up 16% year-on-year. In addition to breathtaking landscapes and untouched natural wonders, the peoples and their smiles and kindness left the deepest impressions on travelers.
Tucked away in the heart of Dong Hoi City is a modest little homestay. There are no flashy signs or luxury rooms, yet it's always full.
Basically, we just arrived 5 minutes ago, so there's not much experience by now. But as usual in Vietnam, very friendly people. I don't know about her English. She was waving, very friendly, saying hello.
More than just a place to sleep, it offers guests a touch of the city's hospitality.
I always want to introduce visitors to our local food and culture, including the signature food items such as bánh bột lọc, bánh nậm, bánh khoai, bánh bèo.
It's like eating with the family here. No, we like it very much.
Elsewhere in the city, another local ambassador quietly carries the spirit of Quảng Bình on wheels. An electric car driver has been taking tourists to the province's history and heritage hotspots for the past 7 years.
Đồng Hới City and Quảng Bình Province are a land of stories. I take tourists to historical sites, spiritual landmarks, and hidden natural gems. I've taught myself about our history so visitors can connect with this place.
In Quảng Bình Province, friendliness isn't just a trait, it's a brand. In the central province of Vietnam, the people, through everyday gestures and heartfelt smiles, make the journey unforgettable.
We established a culture of tourism. Every local becomes a proud ambassador of their homeland.
Tour guides and accommodation staff are not the only tourism providers here. Each local has taken it upon themselves to be a responsible and passionate tourism ambassador with a warm smile and a genuine gesture of hospitality.
Vietnamese architect Hoàng Thúc Hào has been awarded the 2025 Global Sustainable Architecture Award at the VINH University of Architecture in Italy. This is one of the most prestigious awards in international architecture, honoring architects who have made outstanding contributions to promoting architecture for people, the community, and the planet. During the award ceremony, jury member Mary Helen Contal mentions the Vietnamese architect and said that the valuable thing in the work is the architect submitted for the award was finding a voice connecting users with the local culture characteristics. The works also solved the challenges of contemporary and sustainability. A series of projects for the community, especially for people with disability, have been designed and constructed in many Vietnamese provinces using environmentally friendly materials while still ensuring durability and promoting local culture. And as usual, let's continue with the weather forecast. And that's it for today at Lines. To rewatch our program, you can log on to VTVgo.vn or download our mobile application VTVgo. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.